You're about to meet members of the Rodriguez family who are devastated by tragedy that's hard to imagine. But they would not let it break their bond as a family or their spirit. Here's their story.
My mom and dad had a very strong relationship. No matter what challenges life brought to them, they knew how to handle it together. Growing up, we felt very loved, very cared for. My mom is my role model. Most amazing woman I've ever came across. Unfortunately, we found out that she was diagnosed with cancer in 2012. I never really had the chance to tell her how I felt, you know? I couldn't talk about it because, you know, I'm a kid. So I just kept it all bottled up, you know? And it's tough. Sorry. The day that my mom passed away, I came back to the house and all the kids were crying.
They don't really remember Mom. She was an angel on earth, you know? So for them to grow up and not know her.
Yeah. We just said our goodbyes and it was really tough for my dad. My mother asked my father to promise her that he would keep us all together and happy and healthy, and I think my father did an incredible job. A couple years after my mom passed away, my father got sick, and you know, we just thought it was something like a flu and found out that he was diagnosed with lymphoma cancer.
Even with Dad being there longer than my mom was, it still wasn't enough time, obviously, to have memories with him. Like, father-daughter dances at school and stuff.
I was really close with my dad because, well, now me thinking back, since I'm the only boy in the house, I felt like my dad, like, you know, he had my back mostly. And me losing him.
When my dad passed away, that's when the fear of us getting split really escalated. We thought that we weren't going to see each other again once all the government officials got involved and everything.
My reality is I'm 17, but these are my brothers and sisters, and when I looked at them, I knew that they're children. They're vulnerable and they need an adult. So I became their adult.
Time for school, and time for breakfast.
Sam, she always told us that everything was gonna be all right, and that we're always gonna have each other, and that she's always gonna be there for us, no matter what.
She had to stop going to school, and she had to get a full-time job so that she'd be able to pay for the roof that goes over our heads and the food that we ate.
Sometimes it could be tight, but with the death benefits we get from our parents and my part-time job working as a waitress, we make ends meet most of the time.
She gave up basically her life to take care of us, and then once we started growing up a little bit, she went back to school and finished.
I can't tell them to be successful in school if I wasn't. So that's when I decided to go back. And when I finished, the kids were very proud of me and they came to my graduation and it was amazing.
No one is ever gonna feel the hole in their hearts as a parent, but Sam tries.
I try to give them the love that they need and the support they need. And I tried to do it for two.
Basically, Sam is a mom and a dad to us.
The daily schedule can be pretty hectic.
Wake up, eat breakfast.
Taking the kids to school.
I have practice.
Running errands.
Doctor's appointments.
Pick up all the kids from school. We get here, it's homework, it's cooking.
We all take showers, we eat dinner.
There's days where I don't have 5 minutes to myself. 3, 2, 1, go!
Say that you'll be here. Say that you'll be here till
That's
the end.
nice.
Sam has given us so much more than we could ever imagine. She given up her whole life for us, basically.
For me, it's this is what makes me me. It makes me so happy to be with them and to be there for them. It's very enjoyable for me.
Say you'll be with me till the end.
Please welcome Samantha Rodriguez and her siblings, Destiny, Bella, Michael, Brenda, Milagros, and their grandmother, Lourdes. Welcome to The View.
Thank you. Thank you for having us here.
So, we read your story. We wanted really to meet you. And I think the first question that I have is, where did you find the strength to make that decision that you could do this? Not that you wanted to, because of course you want to keep the family together. But where did that, oh yeah, and I'm gonna do this, come from?
Well, I get a lot of that strength from my mother. I spent a lot of time with her, and I admired her so much. Her strength and the way she loved us so much, the way she cared for us. When we lost her, like, I knew that I wanted to be just like her in every way, and that's what I wanted to do for the kids.
Well done, girl. Yeah. Well done. The other thing that I want people to know is that you could have gone an easier route with all of this. You could have gotten help from the welfare system. You could have gotten help from all the various systems that are out there. But you chose not to do that. You chose to do it on your own, the way that you're doing it. Tell everybody why.
Mostly because when all of those things get involved, it takes out, you know, the family as a whole. When we do it ourselves, we can say and we know that we're in this together, and we did everything from the start to the finish. Yeah. And that's really why I just wanted to keep everyone together and focus on each other instead of other people out there, because not a lot of people can understand what we went through, you know?
Right. Now, what life lessons did your parents instill in you that you wanted to pass on to your siblings?
My parents, they showed me strength. They gave us so much love, but the most important, they showed us not to take anything for granted. You know, that's something I try to teach the kids. Like, at the end of the day, the material things don't matter. You know, what's given can be taken away so fast. And, you know, the only thing that really matters is family and love and support.
That's right. Now, Lourdes, your son Alexander was their father, and you're 76 years old, and you rely on Samantha to keep the house running. Where do you think Samantha has gotten all of this strength from? Now, for our audience, Lourdes doesn't speak English, so I'm going to speak to her in Spanish so that she can understand my question. Doña Lourdes, su hijo Alexander era el papá de Samantha. Tiene 76 años, se ve perfecta, linda, y dependes en Samantha para mantener la casa. ¿Dónde piensas que ella ha obtenido toda esta fuerza?
De su mamá.
She said she got it from her mama. Got it from her mother.
So you took care of your parents while they were ill. And you ended up having to drop out of high school, but then you went back a couple of times, back and forth to high school, eventually graduating. Yeah. You're now it's even better. You're waitressing part-time, and you're a part-time student now. Yes. You're a role model to all the kids, and to us, I think, too.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And you say it's important for them to see what you're doing, including getting an education. Say it again, just so we can hear it one more time.
I never really realized how important education was until I grew a little older. At that time, I was dropped out of high school, and when I realized I wanted to make it a priority is when I wanted to be a good role model for the kids. I wanted to show them, you know, a good example, show them the direction that maybe I didn't have. I didn't know people who graduated high school or went to college, and I didn't have that direction, so it was hard for me. But when I realized that I want the kids to finish and that I want them to be successful, I was like, I need to give them that example and show them.
Okay. Love hearing you say it. And so, Sam, you know, we admire everything that you've sacrificed and have given to your family and for your family to stay together, and we're not the only ones. Joining us is Heather Updegraff, the general manager of vehicle marketing and communications at Toyota. Heather, take it away.
Thank you, Whoopi. Samantha, When Toyota heard the story about you and your brother and sisters, we felt compelled to help. You have taken on so much responsibility in your very young life, and we commend you for your courage, your positivity, and your tenacity. You truly are an admirable person. So at Toyota, we believe in giving back to our local communities and helping people move forward in their lives, despite the challenges that they face. So to that end, we understand that you have decided to continue your education at the University of Central Florida after finishing at Valencia College.
Yes, ma'am.
So Toyota would like to support your academic goals by giving you a scholarship of $15,000.
Wow. Thank you so much.
But wait!
Oh, that's amazing.
But wait! That's not all. That's not all. Of course, that's not all.
That's great.
So we understand that with a family as large as yours, it can be challenging to get around from place to place with everybody together, right?
Yeah.
So I think we have a solution for that. Toyota is a mobility company after all.
Yes.
So I am honored on behalf of Toyota to give you and your family a brand new 2020 Toyota Sienna.
Wow.
Yes.
I think
Oh, there it is.
there's the Sienna.
There it is.
I think Whoopi.
Well, oh, wait. There's more. Well, wait. There's more. There's more stuff happening. It's not there, but I think
Whoopi has a surprise.
I do have a surprise.
Oh my God.
And I know, and I'm trying to. We'll be right back. Oh, thank you.